हाँ मेरा फेस देना दे दो, मेरी
विल पावर
अगर मेरा फेस आऊगा, क्योंकि मेरी माँ खुश तो होगी, मेरी कुड़ी कोई चंगा काम कर रही है, नशे के खिलाफ चल रही है। और इतनी घटिया चीज़ें इंसान को इतना मजबूर कर देती कि बंदा का दिल करता है कि नहीं यार, जैसे मुझे अपनी इज्जत बेचनी पड़े, घर का सामान, यहाँ तक कि आजकल की लड़कियाँ इस नशे के लिए किसी के पास भी जा सकती हैं, किसी को भी अपनी इज्जत तक भी देने लगे सोचती नहीं, क्योंकि उन्हें पैसे की ज़रूरत होती है। विदाउट पैसा ये नशा मिलता नहीं है। इसी टाइम मैं खुद जॉब करके ब्यूटिशियन का पार्लर का कोर्स किया था, करके अपना घर परिवार इतनी अच्छी तरीके से चलाती थी कि आज मेरी माँ मुझे देखने के लिए तरस गई है कि कब मैं पहले जैसी बनूं, और मैं खुद फील करती हूँ कि मैंने बहुत बड़ी गलती की है।
Her name is Antara. She's been addicted to heroin, a daily dose, for close to 3 years now. And how it's completely transformed life. What a toll it's taken. Till 2013, Antara's friends and family, her beauty parlor clientele, knew Antara as a bubbly, ambitious go-getter. How quickly all that fell to pieces. As that daily fix, the daily high became all that mattered.
मैंने सोचा था कि चलो एक बार ट्राई कर लेते हैं, मैंने कभी किया नहीं था, मेरे फ्रेंड सर्कल में थे कुछ लोग वो करते थे, तो जब मैंने किया मुझे कुछ देर के लिए शॉर्टेज फील हुई, लेकिन बाद में इसकी ऐसी आदत पड़ी कि अब तक छूट ही नहीं रहा, छोड़ने की कोशिश भी कर रही हूँ तब भी नहीं छूटता।
2 to 3,000 rupees a day, that's as much as her household's daily income. But does that matter to Antara anymore? When there is no control over her own cravings, over what's right and wrong, what say can the family's well-being have?
मदर ने हमें दहेज में दिया था, या जो हमारे ससुराल वालों ने हमें दिया था, हमने वो सब एक एक करके बेच दिया। इसी वजह से हमने नशा किया, क्योंकि हमारे पास और कोई पैसे की आमदन का सोर्स नहीं था, पैसा कहीं से आता नहीं था, तो हमने अपना घर का सामान, अपनी एक एक कीमती चीज़ बेच कर ये गंदा नशा किया।
When it did dawn, it was too late. Helpless addiction had taken over, and satisfying it had become more important than her own blood. That 2-minute high became the center of the universe. Promises made and promises broken. To oneself, to the family, to friends, life has reduced itself to just that.
वो ज़िंदगी बहुत अच्छी थी, अपने पराई की पहचान होती थी। अब जब ये नशे में लगी हूँ तो कोई अपना मेरी आंखों के सामने मर जाए, कुछ भी हो जाए, मुझे सिर्फ पहले नशा चाहिए। मुझे किसी अपने की अब ज़रूरत नहीं है, सिर्फ नशे के अलावा। पहले अच्छी थी लाइफ, अब बहुत घटिया लाइफ है। जब से मैंने ये नशा शुरू किया है वो बहुत ज़्यादा परेशान रहते हैं।
क्या कहती हैं?
बस वो यही कहते हैं कि मैंने बहुत गलत चीज़ की है, मुझे छोड़ देनी चाहिए। मेरी मम्मी, खास करके मेरा भाई, मदर और मेरे फादर बहुत परेशान है मेरी इस हरकत से, और मैं उन्हें भी यही कहूँगी कि मैं बहुत जल्दी छोड़ दूँगी और सुधर जाऊँगी। लेकिन मैं उन्हें समझाना चाहती हूँ, मैंने खुद जानबूझ के नहीं किया, खुद पर कंट्रोल ही नहीं रहा, लग गया। मैं बहुत जल्दी छोड़ के उन्हें पहले जैसी बनकर दिखाऊंगी। इसे प्लीज़ प्लीज़ छोड़ दीजिए, मुझे देखकर ही आपको नसीहत मिलनी चाहिए कि मैं कहाँ से अब कहाँ तक आ गई हूँ।
With Indrajit Rai, this is Arunodaya Mukherjee.
So that was Antara. She actually told us to tell her story to the people because she doesn't want anyone else to go through the similar problem. She's telling people drugs are bad. They will absolutely consume you. You will not be able to live without them even for a day once you start consuming heroin or any other drug. Mr. Pramod Kumar, I'd like to put this question to you. Do you feel the situation has over the last few years, or you still have many people like Antara in the state and the problem is probably as bad or much worse?
The situation has rather become worse over the years. It has not, improved, and because it requires a very systematic, composite kind of interventions. And the mere political game, for example, earlier, drugs were distributed at the time of elections to get votes. And all the political parties used to distribute drugs, to get votes. For the last 3 or 4 decades, this practice has been there in Punjab. And now, since the currency to get votes is to speak against the drugs, now all the political parties are speaking against the drugs to get votes. And to my mind, there is no political consensus to fight this drug menace in Punjab. They are only want to garner votes, and then after the election, each one will be there to doing their old business. I mean, my only contention here is that there has to be political consensus against the drugs. They should not enter into this blame game only to woo voters.
Right.
And that is the whole thing, I mean, which is going on, I mean, at the present moment also.
Right.
And it will, after the election,
It
you
will
will see
continue.
that things will be silent,
Right.
and these drug addicts will keep on multiplying.
Right.
And there
Mr.
will
Mishra,
not be any
Mr. P.K. Mishra,
concrete
if I can
action
get you
which has
in
not
here,
been
because
happening
you
for the
are a
last
police
3
officer,
decades,
you've
which
dealt
are
with
happening.
these situations in the past. Now, you have a situation where you've got about 14,000 cases of drug peddling registered every year. We know the drug routes. We know that about 650 tons of heroin is produced in Afghanistan every year. We know that cocaine comes from South America via Mumbai. We know that poppy husk comes from places like Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. Despite knowing all this for so many years, why has there been a lack of political will to deal with this problem?
I can well tell you, Parikshit, I have seen the border myself. The problem with BSF, which was there, you see, after Pathankot attack, it could be known. There was absolutely no virtual fencing. The riverine border was quite open. And I can well tell you that even today, it is very surprising that the government or Ministry of Home Affairs, they have not given that stress on giving Loras equipment to BSF. They are having only 1 or 2 Loras in whole Punjab frontier. How can you stop the smuggling of drugs? And the best part of it, whatever may be the thing, but BSF has brought a lot of companies there, additional 5 companies they have deployed. But I can only tell you, the recent case which has happened where 2 Pakistan smugglers were killed by BSF in Gurdaspur border, and FICN they were coming. They are, the modus operandi is about throwing it above the fence and also putting it through the pipes.
Right.
And there were also tunnels being dug from that side Pakistan to us.
Right.
But you see, the equipment for knowing the tunnels, that is also not available. The BFS are battlefield surveillance radars. They are also not properly available. So these are the things, virtual fencing, and drones. These are the things which the technical equipments and modern gadgets BSF should be given in the border. And they should be given extra strength.
Right.
Because the border guarding
Right, Mr.
force
Mishra, I
has
think
been
you've
deployed
explained that
in
problem
left-wing
well.
extremist
We know
area.
the problem, but I
Yes.
don't think anyone is willing to come up with a proper solution